Come in.
Let's go.
Sebas! Oh my God, okay.
Yes.
Have you ever had a veggie burger?
No. I never want to try them because I love my meat.
This is the Sebas challenge. I am going to try and convince you that veggie burgers are just as delicious as a real meat hamburger.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Accepted.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Okay, the thing about veggie burgers is you never really know what the f is inside. I mean, when you buy it at the store, you have no idea what kind of chemicals or preservatives or weird things are in there. That's why I wanted to create my own go-to veggie burger. So in this burger, everything is fresh, everything is all natural. It's all ingredients that you can get at your grocery store and you're gonna feel really great about eating. Plus, we've got a couple of extra things in here like miso and gochujang. So the miso is gonna give us that really deep caramelly umami flavor. That's gonna basically simulate the burger, the meat burger being like seared on an open fire on a grill and being smashed. The gochujang is gonna give us a little bit more umami, but it's also gonna give us some like really deep spicy notes, which of course I love. If you don't have gochujang, you don't have to use it, or if you don't like spice in your burger, you obviously don't have to use that either, but definitely the miso is going to help contribute to that umami, meaty flavor. It's gonna make it so delicious that you're not even gonna miss the meat at all. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna roast all the veggies. And the reason why we're gonna roast them is because we're gonna concentrate all those flavors, get a lot of that moisture out of there, and make everything really, really deep and caramelly and make even more umami in this burger.
Rick, we haven't had a montage in a really long time. I think this might be the place for one.
Yes, a montage. Okay, what kind of music am I feeling? I mean, it's gotta be like really big, like, you know, big, like million-piece orchestra, dun 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 dun. All right, and now this goes into a 475 degree oven for about 35 to 45 minutes until the veggies are completely roasted, tender, and caramelized on the outside. So I like to cook my quinoa like I do pasta. So we're putting a giant pot to boil. It's actually not that giant. Fill it up with water, I'm gonna salt it heavily, and then when it starts to boil, we'll add the quinoa and then just cook it until it's done. So in the recipe, I call for either red or white quinoa, and I actually found a bag of a mixed quinoa, which I think is really pretty. You're not gonna really see them that well in the burger, but I don't know, it just makes me feel better to have a little bit of color in there. And now we wait. Safety first. Rick's tips for using a mandolin safely. Always use gloves. Use a guard if you have it. A mandolin is not a toy, so don't play with it. But do as I say, not as I do. This is what happens when you play with your mandolin. I find raw red onion to be really, really aggressive. And so what I'm gonna do to kind of take the edge off is I'm going to throw my onion in there. I'm going to add a teaspoon of sea salt. And I'm gonna cover them in very hot, almost boiling water. We're gonna let these soak for about 5 minutes. The salt will pull out a lot of those really aggressive flavors. The water is gonna actually help to kind of soften them up, and they will accept the delicious vinegar and other flavors we're gonna add to them after they're soaked. Thanks, John. Okay, so I want to get as much of the excess moisture out of the quinoa as possible. So I'm going to spread it on a sheet tray to let it dry out until we're ready to throw it in. There's actually a place here in Mazatlan that I really like their burgers a lot, but you take one bite and the patty just kind of like oozes out all over the place. So when I created mine, I wanted to have a binder. I wanted it to hold its shape. So what I found is that if you use oat flour, or in this case, we're gonna take whole old-fashioned oats and then just grind them up. They actually are the glue or the binder that hold all the vegetables together. So they'll keep their shape even after you cook them, even after you squish your burger and you put it all in your mouth. So we're just gonna throw this in the food processor and then just let it go. Okay, so I'm also going to add to this 2 teaspoons of sea salt, and I'm also gonna use 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. So these are mainly cool. They're a little bit warm, but that's totally fine. So I'm just gonna scrape this up, get as much of the gochujang and miso as possible. And all those caramelized bits are gonna make you think that you're eating something really meaty and delicious, but you're eating a lot of really delicious plant-based fiber. But wait, there's more. Now we take all of our quinoa and we'll just add this in. Now I'm just gonna pulse this to combine. Okay. And that is our veggie burger mixture. Don't forget to lube your hands. So we're gonna take a ½ cup measure. The mixture will get firmer as it sits. These are a little bit wet, and you can add a little bit more oat flour if your mixture is a little wet, but that's about the size that you want. I was thinking about what kind of mayo or what I'm gonna put on this bun, and I decided I wanna dress up my mayo. And this is like a little quick and easy tip. I'm just taking regular mayonnaise. It's about ½ cup. And I'm gonna make a little lemon aioli. And so I'm gonna take a clove of garlic and I'm gonna finely grate that into the mayo. That's gonna give you a nice little bite that will play off the flavors very well. And then I have a lemon, or a limon amarillo, and I'm just gonna grate about half of the zest of the lemon in there. It's gonna give us some freshness. Squeeze about half of the juice in there. Maybe this is about 2 teaspoons of juice. I'm gonna catch the seeds, and that's it. Now we're just gonna stir all this together. And we've got an instant summertime aioli. Okay, Sebas, I'm gonna do a little quality control. I'm gonna make mine first and taste it to make sure that it's good enough for you. Because I love you.
I love you too. Amazing.
That's what friends are for. I like a well-mayoed burger. I have to tell you, like, I mean, not that I care that much that this looks like meat, but it kind of does look like a burger patty. And holding its shape, which I like. Okay, so now here's where the fun begins. lettuce is not the only green that you should be using for your burgers. I love mixing herbs into salads and putting them on sandwiches. You get a little pop of flavor, a little pop of additional color and texture. So I've got some really pretty fresh parsley. I really like parsley, so I'm using it. I have some cilantro, which I think is gonna go really nicely with my pickled veg. I have some very pretty lettuce. So I'm just gonna throw that down also. And I have these beautiful tomatoes, which I am a huge proponent of putting tomatoes on sandwiches and burgers. I'm gonna stop for a second because whenever I put a tomato on a sandwich, I always just give a little sprinkle of salt right before you close it up. And that way you get a pop of salt. I'll give it a little crack of pepper just for funsies. And then we put our heat and our pickled veg, which are super beautiful and are gonna look stunning, or they do look stunning on top of our tomatoes. And now, here we go. And that is my summertime go-to veggie burger. Mango. So Josh is probably watching all of this footage thinking, how is Rick gonna fit that in his mouth? Well, Josh, you're in luck because I'm about to show you. Veggie burger. So the first thing you get is like this creamy garlic lemon flavor. You start to taste a little bit of the herb. Then you get into the little crunch of the outside of the veggie burger, the sweetness of the sweet potatoes, the roasty flavor of the onion and the mushrooms. And then you get this really nice kind of rolling heat on the back of your tongue from the gochujang. This is so good. It's so satisfying. It's like really fresh and summery, but then like really kind of outdoor barbecue, charry, smoky. I'm gonna have another bite, and then I think Sebas may need to try this.
Oh yeah.
Daddy!
Bienvenidos a otro episodio de Dulce y Picoso. Estoy poniendo una aioli. Yo soy más moderado, no tanto, no mucho. I love this. So, me gusta mucho. Tomate.
This is kind of hard. Yeah. Wait.
Listen.
Wait. 3, 2, 1, acción.
Wow, like you were super right. Like I don't miss the meat anywhere. Like it tastes so good. I'm gonna take another one.
And that's it for this week's episode of Sweet Heat. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, and you will be notified as soon as there's another Sweet Heat episode. And you have to make this burger because I have just converted Sebas to veganism. That's right. He will never ever put another piece of meat in his mouth again, which is too bad because I'm probably gonna roast a whole pig next week.